In this video, I'm going to show you guys how you can run Facebook ads for any dropshipping product. Yo, what's going on, guys? It's me, Sharif, here, back again with another video. This has actually been a long-awaited video. I've been procrastinating so much just watching Netflix. But anyway, I don't want to have you guys wait longer, so if you guys do enjoy this video, remember to leave a like. You guys know the drill, but let's get right into the video. So as you guys can see, I'm on my screen right here. This is one of the ads that I've been running for a product since around like 2 months ago. And obviously, you guys can see it's all turned off right now because I did run into some issues. But you guys can see that I spent around $14,000 and made back $75,000. It was actually more closer to like $90,000, but Facebook doesn't track everything. And I'm going to show you guys in this video how I structured this and set it all up. So grab your popcorn drinks and get ready for some value. Alright, so the first thing you guys want to do if you're new to this, you want to create a business manager. And to do that, you want to go ahead to this link and then hit create account. And the reason you need a business manager is to store everything. It's sort of like a Google Drive. So you're going to have your ad accounts, your pixels. You can add people to the business manager to have access to all the content. You're going to have Facebook pages. You're just going to have everything under one business manager. Now, the maximum amount of business managers you're allowed to create per Facebook account is 2. So I can't create a business manager right now, but what you can do is go ahead and just put business manager 1, put your name, make sure all the info is real, put your email, and then hit next. Now it's going to ask you to verify, and then you're going to land on a page like this. So once you're right here, you're going to see that you have one ad account. Now you cannot create more, but once you do spend money on this account, I highly suggest you guys to go ahead and hit create new ad account. Now you can create up to 4 more, so you're going to have 5 total. If one of them gets banned, you're going to have the other ones for backup. So I highly suggest you do that. Now the next thing you want to do is go ahead and go over to pages, click on add page, create new page, brand or product, and then you want to go ahead and title it video. That's what we're going to do for this, and then choose category, and we're going to do brand right here. So you're going to want to name your page name whatever niche it is or whatever you want. It doesn't have to be anything specific. Usually I tend to name it my store name, but we're going to go ahead and create page. Now once this is done loading, you're going to see that you're going to have a Facebook page created right here. Now you can go ahead and view the page and edit it and change it all up, but we're not going to do that for the sake of time. Now the next thing you want to do is go ahead and create a Facebook pixel so that you can track all of your events. So we're going to go ahead and go to data sources, pixels, and then add pixel. Now for the name of the pixel, you can name it anything. I'm just going to name it J1's pixel for John, which is my friend. I'm just using his ad account. And then for the website, you don't need to put that, and then hit continue. And then once that's done, you're going to go ahead right here to add partner platform and then go to Shopify and hit continue once you're right here, and continue once again, and you're gonna want to copy this number. So this is the number that you're actually gonna want to enter into your Shopify store. I'm gonna use Shop Minta as an example. This was the Shopify store tutorial. If you guys don't know, we're gonna go ahead and hit online store, go to preferences, and then you're just gonna want to paste it right here and click on save. Now once this is done, you can go ahead and go back here and then hit continue. And then you can test it out and put your site link and test if it works. I already know it works, so I don't need to do all that. But now once you're done with all that, you're pretty much set up and ready to start running ads. So you're going to go into ad accounts and then open in ads manager. So the ads manager is sort of where you manage each specific ad account. So yeah, now once you're in here, you're going to see this message right here. If your business focuses on politics, I always click no because it doesn't. And then we are in the mainframe, baby. So before we do anything too crazy, we're going to set up the columns, and this is going to help us look at the correct metrics so that when we're running ads and actually spending money, we're not just freely spending our money without actually knowing what's going on. So we're going to set up the columns by going into columns and then hit customize columns, and then we're going to click X on all of these. So just totally remove everything, and then once you're done, I'm going to have a list right here for you guys to just search right here. You guys can search everything on the screen and then click add. I'm going to speed through this so it doesn't waste too much time, but just make sure you're following along on your end as well. All right, one quick thing I forgot to mention, click save as preset. Make sure that box is checked, name it something, and then hit submit. All right, so I'm officially done setting up all the columns. Now basically I'm going to go ahead and go over this. It's going to be pretty simple. The name is basically what you're going to name the campaign or ad set or ad. The date created is obviously which date you created it. I personally like to have this. The delivery is whether the ad is active or inactive. Budget is obviously which budget you set it for. Amount spent is pretty straightforward. Purchase conversion value is, let's say you get a sale for $10. It's going to show $10 right here. So I like to have the amount spent and purchase conversion value right next to each other, just so I can see how much I spent and made back. The cost per content view is how much it costs for somebody to view content on your website. The cost per add to cart is the cost for an add to cart. Same thing with initiate checkout. And the cost per purchase is how much it costs a customer to actually purchase on your website. And then link clicks is just how many link clicks your ad has. And then cost per link click is how much it costs for the link click. And then we have outbound CTR. This is basically the percentage of people who watched your ad and actually clicked. And I like this to range sort of from 3 to 4%. 1 to 2% is fine, but I like to aim a little bit higher. And then we have the add to carts, checkout initiated, and purchases. So for example, on this ad account right here, we had a 5x ROAS throughout all of our campaigns on lifetime, which basically means we 5x'd our money. So we spent 14,000 on Facebook and we 5x'd that and made back this much. But yeah, now once we're done with the columns, we're ready to go ahead and create our campaign. But before we do that, I sort of want to give you guys a structure on how everything should sort of flow. So here is a diagram on how everything works. As you guys can see, there is a campaign. In the campaign, we're going to choose which objective you want. So whether you want video views, link clicks, or whatever, we're going to choose all of that in the campaign. Then within the campaign, we're going to have ad sets. Now the only variable between all of these ad sets that will be changing are the interests. So each box for each ad set you see, the only difference is going to be the interest within it. And you're going to see me go ahead and do that a little bit later in the video. And then the ads, typically I like to have 2 to 3 ads within an ad set. So basically the video or the image or the content that you want to advertise to the public. So now once we have that out of the way, we're going to go ahead and hit create on the campaign. And then we're going to see this marketing objective selection right here. We want to go for conversions because whatever you tell Facebook to do, that's basically what it's going to do. So that's why we're going to go ahead and hit conversions. So for the campaign name, I like to name it the name of the product. So we're just going to name it swimming bands. And then right here beside it, I'm going to put a dash and I'm going to put the BER and BEP of the product. So that's the break-even ROAS and break-even point of the product. Now, I hate math and I'm sure you guys do too. So I found this link right here, the Dropship Toolkit. All you have to do is put in the cost of your product. So I'm going to go ahead and find the cost of this, which is $11 plus like $3 shipping. So it's going to come out to like $14. Doesn't really matter. We're going to put 14 and let's just say we're going to sell it for $44.99. And we can go ahead and see that we have a profit margin or break-even point of $30 and our break-even ROAS is 1.4. So that's pretty good. We're going to go ahead and go into ads manager and I'm going to put the break-even point, which is 30. So BEP for break-even point, we're going to put 30. And then for the BER, we're going to put 1.4, which is the break-even ROAS. And I'm going to show you guys how this can help later in the video. So for campaign budget optimization, I'm going to turn that off. We don't need that. And then we're going to go ahead and hit setup ad account and then continue. And now we are in the next step, guys. So far, hopefully everything's going smooth and you guys are following along. The ad set name, we're going to delete that. We're going to come back to that. Don't worry about it. Now we're going to go ahead and link the pixel that we made earlier. So right here it says create a Facebook pixel. So in order to do that, we're going to go ahead back to the business manager and then we're going to go ahead and go to connected assets, add ad set, add the ad account, and then we have the ad account added to the pixel. So now everything's linked together. The ad account is linked to the pixel and the pixel is linked to the Shopify store. Now you didn't need to create the pixel directly from here. You could have done it also from here, but we're gonna go ahead and refresh this. And then we're gonna see something like this. So right here, we're gonna choose purchase. And although it is red, it's totally fine. Just click on purchase. And we're gonna go scroll down even more. Location, since a lot of countries are on lockdown and can't ship, what I'm doing now is choosing the top 5 countries. Usually I go for worldwide, but top 5 countries have also been working really, really good. So it's the United States, Canada, Australia, United Kingdom, and New Zealand. So these are the top 5 countries that I've been going with recently. So once you have these 5 countries, you're pretty much all set. We're going to scroll down even more. All right, so I don't typically change the age and gender, but if you know that you're selling a product which only one gender or a specific age group of people are going to be purchasing, then you can go ahead and mess around with those settings. I typically leave them broad until I get data and spend money, then make actions based on the data. We're going to click detailed targeting. So the product we're selling is going to be this adjustable swimming band. And as you can obviously tell, it's for swimmers. So we're going to go ahead and find interest related to this. So if I go back to the ad account, we're going to find interest right here, but we're going to want to uncheck this box. So make sure you uncheck this box right here. Don't leave it ticked no matter what. Basically, it's the stupid thing where if you put any interest in, it's going to go beyond that interest and find even more things. So Facebook's going to spend your money in places that you don't want it to spend. So that's why I always leave that unticked. So for the interest, we're just going to go basic and broad here for the first interest. We're going to name it swimming. And then once that is done, you're going to click the first interest that pops up. And then once you put that in, you guys can see it says your average reach is going to be 1.6 to 4.5K. Don't pay attention to any of this stuff. It's usually not accurate. The thing we sort of want to keep an eye on is this potential reach right here. I don't like going too broad where it's in like the 100 millions. And I also don't like going too narrow where it's like 50,000 or 100,000. So anywhere from like 500,000 to like 50 million. It really depends. And I've seen a lot of things work. So I can't really say exactly what you should go for. before, but just try not to have it too big or too small. Just keep it sort of in that average area. So once again, with the interest, we're going to keep it at swimming. And then what you can also do, if your audience is too big, you can narrow it down by engaged shoppers. I really don't like doing this anymore because a lot of people do it, but once you do have engaged shoppers, you guys can see that it will drop. I'm not going to do this for right now. I'm going to go ahead and click X, and then if we click show more options, Facebook sort of hid this recently, I don't know why, but languages, you can put English if you are targeting worldwide. If you're doing top 5 countries, just leave it the way it is. It's totally fine. Connections, you can leave that all normal. If we scroll down even more, for placements, you can test between them. I've seen both Facebook feed and Instagram feed only have worked amazingly, and automatic placements I've seen also work. Before this video, I'm just going to go ahead and do Facebook and Instagram feed only. So you're going to uncheck everything else and only leave Facebook newsfeed and Instagram feed checked, so that your ads only going to show on the Facebook and Instagram newsfeed. And then for the daily budget, now this depends. So if we're selling our product for around $44, anything under 50 you can go for $5, but when it starts getting over 50, sort of 60, 70 range, I like to do $10 a day. But for anything under 40 or around 40, you can go ahead and do $5 a day. And remember, we're going to be making multiple of these ad sets that we just made, so we're not going to be spending $5 a day in total. We're going to be spending way more than that. So if you scroll up back to the ad set name, you're going to want to name this whatever you name the interest. So we just name it swimming. Now if we scroll down and hit continue, we're going to be taken to the creative. So this is where you're going to add your video, your picture, or whatever you want to add here. As you guys can see, the Facebook page we created earlier, this is going to be it, video 1. And then for the ad name, I'm just going to name it ad 1 because that's what I like naming the first creative, and then ad 2, ad 3, and so forth. We're going to go ahead and go over to media, add video or image. In this case, I'm going to add a video because I do have a video made for this by Bands Off Ads. If you guys want a video for your products, go ahead and click the link in the description. The best video ad service in the game. But anyway, we're going to add the video. I'm going to show you guys the video real quick if you guys want to see it. It is right here. Alright, that's pretty much the video, and then we also have the thumbnail right here, and then we're gonna go ahead and upload the video. So we're gonna go ahead and hit open, and then now we just wait for this to upload. So once this is done, we can also add the thumbnail to it. Alright, so the video just uploaded and we have it right here. To add the thumbnail, we're gonna go ahead and hit add video, add thumbnail, and then custom upload, and then we upload the thumbnail just like we did for the video, and then we wait for it to process. And once that is done, we just hit continue and save right here. So now we have the thumbnail and video right here, as you guys can see. So now we're going to add the primary text. Now this is the text that's going to go right above right here, and in the primary text, I like explaining the benefit of the product. I like to keep it short, simple, and to the point. So we're just going to keep it basic for the video. I'm just going to type increase your swim, increase your
yogurt.
I'm just gonna put something like swim like a pro with these swimming resistance bands. Now you don't need to put exactly this or copy me. You guys can just be creative and just freely think of what you think and just put how you think the product will benefit the customer. And then you can also add emojis, just have fun with it. So I'm just gonna add a swimming emoji of a person swimming right here, and I'm gonna add it to the end. Okay, so I just decided to change it to swim like a pro with the swimming resistance bands. And then after this, I'm gonna go to the next line and just put check it out now. And then I'm going to put a hand emoji right here, so a hand pointing, and then we're going to put the link of our website. So I like putting short links, so what you can do is go to your store and then go to navigation and then add URL redirect, create a URL redirect. And then if we go to our store, this isn't my store, as you guys know, this is the test store that I made for the tutorial. We're going to copy the link right here, put the link into here, and then put the redirect. So we're just going to put swim and then save it. And then every time that they type in the store name /swim, it's going to take them to the product page. So we don't even need the HTTPS. Paste it, and you guys can see it redirects there. So I'm gonna put shopminta.com/swim to keep it short and simple. And then I like looking at it from the desktop news feed, so it shows the entire thing. And then for the headline, I'm gonna put what the product is or how the product benefits the customer. So I'm gonna put increase swim speed, or what you can do is put the product name, so swimming bands, and then put this line right here, increase swim speed, and then let's put like a lightning bolt right here just to make it look a little bit more flashy. So I don't like the headlines being too long. I think this is a little bit too long, but we can't see it until we fill out all this other information. So let's fill out the shop name with the website URL. For the description, I like putting 5-star emojis. So you're gonna search 5-star emoji on Google, and then we have the black 5-star emoji. It just looks way more clean. We're gonna paste this in 5 times, and then we're gonna put these 2 parentheses, go inside of it, and put rated 5 out of 5. That's pretty much it. Now don't do this if your product sucks, because that's just misleading. But if your product's actually good and it is rated 5 out of 5, then you can add this. We're gonna go ahead and go change the call to action to shop now. So this depends on what you're doing. So if you're doing retargeting, you can do get offer, or if you're doing a product where people have to sort of learn more about it, you can do learn more. But we're gonna do shop now, keep it simple, straight to the point, and then everything else looks pretty good here. And we're gonna go ahead and hit confirm. All right, so now it's time for me to put my card information. And obviously I'm not going to do that in front of hundreds of thousands of people, so I'll be right back.
Soon after.
Okay, so now that I put all of my card information in, you guys can see that it says publishing 3 out of 3. So yeah, now once this is published, we're going to go ahead and go into the campaign section. We're going to go into the ad set, so this is basically our interest, and then click duplicate on the ad. As you guys know, I said I like to have 2 to 3 different creatives or videos, so we're going to duplicate this and upload a new video. And I don't have a different video for this product at the moment. I only have this one video, so we're just going to go ahead and assume as if I upload another video. But basically what you do to upload another one is click this garbage icon right here, add media, add video, and then we're going to go ahead and upload a different video with a different first 3 seconds, or you can upload an entirely different ad. Just have 3 different videos or images and make sure there's something differentiating between them, so that when you start running ads, Facebook gives these 3 videos that you uploaded to a pool of people, and whichever one starts performing better, you will know, and you could double down and start scaling on it. So I don't have a different video right now. We're gonna upload the same one, and let's just pretend as if this is a different video with a different first 3 to 5 seconds, and then we're gonna go ahead and name it ad number 2. So now once we have this, we're gonna duplicate it one more time and upload another video with a different first 3 to 5 seconds. Now we're just gonna name this ad 3 as if we uploaded one, and then we're gonna go ahead and review and publish, and then publish this all. All right, so they are officially done being published. So now going back, just for a quick overview, we have the campaign right here, and then if we go within the campaign, we have our interest. So this is an ad set, and then we're going to duplicate this later on to have more interest and target different areas to see which one performs best. And within the ad set, we have 3 different videos. Now Facebook is going to distribute these 3 videos to an audience and see which one performs the best. And if you see that most of the purchases are coming from ad number 3 and not ad number 1, then you can start doubling down on ad number 3, or even duplicate it and make more ads similar to ad number 3 so you can have better performing ads. Now if we go back to the ad sets, and I'm going to duplicate this 6 times so that we have a total of 7 ad sets. Now you can duplicate this however many times you want. You can do 15, 20, but I just like starting with 7. So we're going to go ahead and click on duplicate, and we're going to see that a bunch of ad sets are going to load in right here on the left. And then we're going to go ahead and click edit on one of them. And the only thing we're going to do is change the interest. So we're going to scroll down and click on edit, and then click on suggestions. And then you can see we have a ton of similar interests. So we're going to do swimming pool, because people who have a swimming pool may want this. I don't know, not sure yet. That's why we're just going to test it. So we're going to copy it, name it as the ad set name, and then go on to the next one. Click edit, and then scroll down, hit suggestions, and then we can do freestyle swimming, and then copy this. This shouldn't be too hard of a process. You just want to look for interests similar to the ones that you think are good. All right, so I just finished choosing all of the interests. We have competitive swimwear, arena swimwear. I just searched up some swimwear brands: open water swimming, Michael Phelps, freestyle swimming, swimming pool, and swimming. Now we're gonna go ahead and hit publish on all of these. So yeah, now all of these ad sets are published, and we're pretty much set to go. Now we have the campaign. We have 7 different interests, all at $5 a day. So if you do 7 times 5, that's $35 per day that you're going to be spending. Now you're going to want to give this 2 to 3 days to run, and if you're a beginner, it's going to be hard to just watch your money spend and not get sales within the first few hours, but trust me, just let it spend for 2 to 3 days. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead and get into killing and scaling. Now this is why we wrote down our break-even point and our break-even ROAS. So basically I'm going to keep it simple and to the point. This part has a lot of variables, and it depends when you have different margins, and it's not one set rule for every single product test, so I'm going to try to explain it the best I can. So we can see that our break-even point is $30 and our break-even ROAS is 1.4. So if you're running a product and it spends half of your break-even point, so let's say it spends 15 and it doesn't have any purchases, you want to turn that off. But you don't always have to let it run up to half your break-even point, because if it has no add to carts or no initiate checkouts and it's spent $10 already, it's not going to magically just start performing good after the next $5 of spend. So every day just keep an eye on it after it spends $5, because every day it's going to spend $5. So at the end of every day, check if it has add to carts, initiate checkouts, and if it doesn't have any of those, it's probably not going to get any. So you guys can turn that ad set off. Now with the break-even ROAS, it's pretty simple. Once you do start getting purchases, let's say this ad set got 4 purchases, this one's got 5, this one's got 6, this one has 1. You guys can actually go and filter it by ROAS. So just click on it and it will filter from the highest ROAS to the lowest ROAS. Anything that's been running for a while and it has under your break-even ROAS, let's say 1.3, 1.2, 0.9, anything like that, you guys can just turn it off if it's under your break-even ROAS. And then for scaling, all you have to do is the opposite. So sort it by ROAS. Any ad sets that got sales after 2 to 3 days, you guys can go ahead and duplicate the ad set. Let's say Michael Phelps got the ad set, just click on duplicate it, and then you guys can go ahead into the interest section and then just find a similar interest. So we're going to go ahead and see that we have competitive swimwear, we already did that, USA Swimming, so that is a similar interest. We're going to change that and rename it and then publish that, and now we can publish that to horizontally scale the ad sets. Okay guys, so real quick, there's many different ways that you can scale. One of them is horizontal scaling, which I just showed you. Duplicate it, find a similar interest to the one that's working, and you can start running that. Or what you can do is take an interest that's already working, duplicate it, and increase the budget. Or you can take the top 5 best ad sets, duplicate it in a new campaign, and turn on CBO for that campaign at $100 per day. Now the key is, remember to duplicate and then make a change. You don't want to touch what's working. So whatever is working and performing good for you, make sure you don't touch it and leave it the same. Now if you have multiple ad sets that are performing really well, you can check both of them, duplicate it, and choose 2 new interests, but try to keep consistent whenever you're killing and scaling. So try to do it at the same time every single day or night. But Facebook ads isn't as hard as people make it out to be. It's pretty simple. With the information I told you, you guys can actually start getting sales if you have a good product and a decent site. And this is just the beginning. There is more aspects to this. So there's CBO scaling, and there's retargeting, there's lookalikes. So we haven't gotten quite into that. That would be a very long video. But if you guys do have any questions, just leave them in the comments below. But anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and comment down below what type of videos you want me to make next. I'm going to try to post some more fun challenge videos for you guys, because I know you guys enjoy that. But anyway, I'll catch you guys all in the next video, and peace.
I wonder who would stick beside me if I lost it all. If I was spending records, would you let me blow it all? You was there when it was time to ball.